Mr. Chairman, I think they're preparing it, but if you don't mind, we'll start with Red Flag 4.
Yes, go ahead,
No, so,
Secretary, so we can see
Red
it.
Flag 4 were projects that were seen by the committee as repeating themselves, exactly the same or very, very similar line items from the 2025 budget. No, there were a total of 946 projects that were identified, amounting to 14.455 billion pesos. No, we are here to report to the committee that as of yesterday, we were able to provide validation and justification of 798 out of the 946 projects, roughly amounting to 66 billion pesos out of the 14.455 billion pesos. And this is broken down per region as follows. No? Next slide, please. And what we are going to show, Mr. Chairman, are just samples. No, obviously we cannot show all the napakadami po nito. No, we just wanted to show you our process, no, para po ma-validate at ma-justify. So simple lang po ang pinagawa namin, Mr. Chairman. Unang-una, pinababa po namin ang mga proyektong to based on geotag locations, and pina-validate po natin kung ito bang mga proyektong to ay completed na ba? Because I think that was the fear, no, nating lahat, no, na since kapareho nung 2025 at merong bagong pondo, parang doble-doble, no, umuulit, no. I also wanted to thank and recognize Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Sir, thank you po for being here today. So and then kukuhanan po ng litrato, no, ng dated at tagged photos para makita po na unang-una sa sarili nating mata, makikita natin na hindi pa tapos yung proyekto, no, at merong continuation. And we have changed the nomenclature of the entries, no, to reflect either a continuation or for completion of the project. So if we can just go, Mr. Chairman, we identified na lang po one per region, no, but in the submissions, we have included in the annexes individual photos and individual reports for each of the 400 plus, close to 500, close to 700 plus, 798 out of the 946. So for CAR, simulan po natin, no? So for CAR, this is an example of a project that was initially flagged. So you can see po, this is the photo pictures, meron pong geotag yan at may date, no, nung kinuhanan ng litrato, no, at ang ginawa po natin, this is a 19.5 million peso project in Kalinga District Engineering Office. And the next slide will show you the change in the the next slide will also show you the straight line diagram. Para sa mga kalye po at mga bridge, naggumawa na rin po ang ating DEOs ng straight line diagram which shows kung ano po ang pinopondohan for 2026. And in this straight line diagram, it is the, anong kulay? Yung blue. Yung, tama ba? Yung, hindi blue. Yung green, no? Yung nasa gitna po, no? Yung nasa gitna, yung from Station 2 plus 820 meters to Station 3 na plus 480. So ito po yung coverage nung pinondahan ng 19.5 million under the 2026 budget compared to yung napondohan nung previous years. No, nung I think the one beside it, yung parang pinkish color is yung 2025. So, pinapakita lang po yung yung straight line diagram kung ano yung napondohan in the previous years and ano yung pinapapondohan ngayong 2026. And we have also changed the nomenclature. I think that's the next slide. Wala bang changing nomenclature? Ito na pala. ito na po pala yung bagong change in nomenclature, yung project name, Makutay, Green Hills, San Pedro, San Vicente Access Road leading to Elephant Hill, Archaeological Tourism Site, Barangay San Pedro, Rizal, Kalinga, Station 2 plus 820 to Station 3 plus 480. So, dinefine na po ito. I don't know kung anong nangyari dito. I don't know if it's just a question of laziness or kinat and paste lang yung previous submission. But clearly, based on the picture and the straight line diagram, this is a continuation of a ongoing project, of an ongoing road in this case. So ito po yung makikita natin sa ibang mga submissions. And next slide please, let's go to NCR. This is one example in NCR. So again, no, it is, these are the pictures of the road that is being continued, no, in this case, rehabilitation of road at Asibal and Harmony in Batasan Hills in Quezon City, 25 million pesos. Ito po yung geotag location as well as the picture. We have validated this already based on the picture and the geotagged longitude and latitude. And if we go to the next, I think may straight line diagram dito. Ito din po, no? So, ang gagawin dito is, ito nga yung beginning of the project, which is station, hindi ko mabasa, sorry. Can you see it? Zero plus to station 346, which is roughly 9.5 kilometers, man. Sorry, 346 meters lang, no? And with the amount of 250,000. And then the project name has been renamed Rehabilitation of Road at Asibal and Harmony, chainage 0000 to chainage 0 plus 346, Barangay Batasan Hills, Quezon City. Next slide, please. Region 1. Mr. Chairman, it's up to you if you want me to continue all the way to the last region, pero these are really just examples per region. No, but we have submitted all the 746 projects have the information that you see here in these slides. No?
Let's have maybe 5 examples
Okay.
Just to see that the department actually put the necessary details in order to identify
Yes.
the project.
Sige po. So again, for Region 1, this is Panshan Viaduct along Manila North Road in Ilocos Norte, Regional Office 1. It's 700 million by now. 700 million. So this is the start. Obviously, it's still not completed, and this is the end. No. Again, these are all geotagged and the photos are detailed. No? And then the next is the straight line diagram, and these are the plans for the Panshan Viaduct along Manila North Road. Kilometer 578 plus 755, 2 Ks 579 plus 295, Ilocos Norte Regional Office Implementing Agency, and this is the plan. No, so binago na rin yung nomenclature, and the plan is clearly outlined there. No? And then maybe we could go to a Visayas, no, and then a Mindanao. No? Any random in Visayas. So this is Region 6. So this is again a road, Barangay Tula-Tula, Barangay Kaluoy, Barangay, I suppose these are several barangays, circumferential road connecting to the public market of Sibalom, in support of the agribusiness industry in Sibalom, Antique. No, this is Antique DEO, 30 million, with the current photos from start to end. This is again, the geotags are there, and then this is the straight line diagram determining the segments that will be built. No? And then also the nomenclature of the entry is different already as well. No? And then we can maybe go to Mindanao for the 5th example. Anywhere in Mindanao. Region 10. So this is in Bukidnon, in Magay-Bagay, construction of road along Junction Magay-Bagay, City Bypass Road, Daguaon Road, Station 000 to plus 0 plus 240, Barangay San Jose. 5 million pesos in Bukidnon First District Engineering Office. And ito po yung, I guess, yung ongoing pictures. It is again, a continuation. Marami dito napansin natin, Mr. Chairman, mga continuation of projects that have already been funded in past budgets. No? Now, obviously, was not sufficient to complete the project. So these are continuations of that. But now, very clearly, in the pictures and in the geotag, and also, next slide, the straight line diagrams as seen here. So these are all the supporting documents that we have furnished. The balance, hindi ho natapos, pero may deadline po tayong binigay. So we are requesting in the letter for time, if we can have more time. But of course, we leave this up to the committee. Kung sabihin nyo po, Mr. Chairman, na hanggang kahapon na lang, then please feel free to remove the other projects, the balance between the 798 and the 946 from the budget. We will leave that up to the committee. So, but if you give us enough time, more time, we will try our best to validate and justify and provide the details similar to what we have provided yesterday. But if not, Mr. Chairman, by all means, tanggalin nyo na lang po, Mr. Chairman, yung mga line item na yan. We leave that up to the committee's prerogative na po, Mr. Chairman. Okay, so that's for the red flag 4, Mr. Chairman. So again, ulitin ko, 798 out of the 946 we have submitted as of yesterday with the corresponding pictures, new nomenclature, and the straight line diagrams, because these are really mostly roads and bridges, Mr. Chairman.
Tayo, meron ba kayong nakitang talagang doble, nag-repeat siya based on your analysis?
Mr. Chairman, let me find out now.
Yung talagang doble. Yung nagawa na and then nag-reappear siya ulit sa 2026 budget.
Meaning out of the 948, Mr. Chairman, no?
Yes.
Kung meron ba talagang nakitang kumpleto na pinasok pa rin?
Tapos pinasok pa ulit. Because the result of that is magkakaroon ng discretion yung district engineer.
Tama
diba?
po.
Kung paano niyang i-implement yun.
Tama po. And sa dami pa ng mga proyekto, hindi na ho natin mababantayan ng tama
Correct.
yan. Baka manakaw na lang yung pera.
Pwede maging ghost project.
Tama po.
Pipicturean niya. Tapos na, pala yung project na yun, dati pang natapos. No? Meron ba kayong na-detect na ganyang... the point kaya ako tinatanong yan because dapat yung district engineer or whoever gumawa ng plano, magkaroon rin ng sanction.
Yeah. So, dito po sa 798, wala pong nakita. Lahat yun po ay na-validate given the submissions. Dun sa remaining 148, hindi po natin alam. So, that's why, Mr. Chairman, ako po, no, I will put it on the record. If the committee will not grant us any more time, please feel free po to just remove that.
Well,
no?
Sec, ganito, kung wala naman kayo na-detect na totoong repeated, no? Yung inulit talaga.
Hindi ko pa po masasabi dun sa 148,
Yeah,
Mr.
ibig sabihin
Chairman.
itong initial review nyo, kung wala naman kayo na-detect na totoong repeated, meaning in good faith, no? These are all continuation, then we can give you until Friday to
wow,
complete.
thank you.
Kasi by Wednesday mag-uumpisa na yung aming technical working group. So we'll schedule lang DPWH towards the end para mabigyan namin kayo ng time. Kung wala kayong nakitang bad faith.
Dito po sa 798, wala.
Okay.
Dun po sa 148, hindi ko pa po masasabi.
Yeah. Pero konti na lang yun. So katapusin
Konti na
na lang
lang yun.
natin.
So
Yeah.
we will, thank you Mr. Chairman for this, and we will instruct the implementing units to do their validation. No? Pero hindi ko pa po masasabi.
Yes.
But we will inform the committee in writing formally kung meron pong nakita at kung ano yung mga nakitang yon na
Correct.
tapos na pala pero pinasok pa rin.
And then, like what we
And
talked,
definitely po, dapat matanggal yun.
yung pinag-usapan natin last time na i-attach natin to as annex to the projects listed in the GAB. So for example, kung Project A, ang annex niya is i-attach natin yung nakasulat dun, yung pinakita yung station number at yung iba pang mga identifiers.
Mr. Chairman, I think that would be the most ideal situation para po for efficiency also and for time na i-annex na lang. Anyway, i-refer na lang yung mga projects sa HGAB dun sa annex na yon, no? Para madali naman yun.
Correct. And we will also...
Kasi may line item naman
yes,
na.
and i-upload rin namin itong mga annexes sa website ng
As
Senate. So kung nagre-review ka ng budget, makikita, mababangga mo ngayon sa annex yung exact project na yun.
Yes po.
Oo.
That would be ideal. And we will do the same in our transparency portal, Mr. Chairman, as well.
Okay.
Mr.
Opo.
Chair? Mr. Chair?
Yes,
May I-
Senator Irwin.
I would just like to add, sana, Secretary, ito pong mga sinasabing duplication, could this be yung sinasabi ng mga kababayan natin na nirereklamo na katatapos lang ng project, bubungkalin na naman, sisirain na naman. Common po ito sa mga provinces. Sasabihin, katatapos lang yan, ka-inaugurate lang, next month, bubungkalin na naman. Pagkatapos, tirahin na naman, bungkal na naman. The same road, Mr. Chair, the same kalsada, the same munisipyo, pero paulit-ulit, binubungkal, wala naman pong problema, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary. Ito po yung nireklamo. As I went around during the campaign period, they were saying, bakit po ganon? Very common po ito, Mr. Chair, sa Region 5, sa Bicol Region. Lalo na po yung highway na coming from Quezon going to Camarines Sur. Lagi pong sira yung kalsada na yun. Laging sira, Mr. Secretary. Ito ko kaya yung sinasabing duplication kasi pinondohan mo na, next year uulitin naman dahil binungkal na naman, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Chairman, tamang-tama po yung observation ni Senator Tulfo, no? Alam nyo, ito pong rebracking na ito, talagang tayong lahat, no? Talagang matagal na natin rinireklamo ito. That's why po, for the information of the good senator, in the first week of October, naglabas po ako ng memorandum, October 7, naglabas po ako ng memorandum suspending nationwide all rebracking activities. No, until makapaglabas po tayo ng very, very clear guidelines and criteria kung kailan po dapat lang mag-rebracking. No, yun po ay ongoing, Mr. Chairman, pero sa ngayon po, lahat ng rebracking, except for yung halimbawa, inaayos yung linya ng tubig o inaayos yung drainage, pinahinto po natin. No? Ngayon po, as for kung ito po bang mga nakitang mga repetitive entries na to is a result of the rebracking, hindi ko pa po masasabi ngayon, Mr. Chairman. Titignan po natin itong mga project na to kung ito ba talaga nasira dahil binakbak o sinira ulit na hindi naman kailangan. We will have to go deeper into that investigation. But for your information po, Senator, pinahinto na po namin as of October 7 ang lahat ng rebracking activities nationwide muna.
That's what I heard nga, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, na sa ilang LGU, mukhang pinatigil na ho ninyo. Pero before your administration, common practice po ito sa DPWH na kaayos lang, ilang buwan pa lang ginagamit, sisirain na. Kaya nagkaka-traffic. Ang isa pa hong katanungan po dito, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, ito pong mukhang intentional kasi po itong ginagawa ho na ito. Ang tanong ko po dyan, Mr. Secretary, anong ginagawa ng auditors po natin? I mean, hinahayaan lang ho ito? I mean, hindi po ba dumadaan sa kanila sa audit ng COA, Commission on Audit, na katatapos lang nito, popondohan na naman natin, what's the problem? Popondohan na naman, parang multi-year siya, Secretary, pero kumpleto naman yung budget. So nakapagtataka, it seems like, Mr. Chairman, there's a collusion between the DPWH district engineers or regional office and the Commission on Audit kasi pinapayagan na pondohan na naman. Imbis na yung pondo na ipopondo mo rito, dalhin mo sa ibang lugar. Kaso mo, sinira po yung kalsada eh. Ang pinaka-common practice po dyan, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, yung may drill, dinidrill ka agad yung mga, kasi semento lang, hindi pa nga halos tuyo, dinidrill na naman after few weeks para maponduhan na naman. That's very ironic, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary. Yung question ko lamang po, meron po bang pamamaraan now? Have you already established na control para hindi po maulit ito, particularly with the Commission on Audit sa mga regions or district offices na mai-report? Or mahirap po natin kontrolin because there's collusion? Well, before, may collusion po talaga.
Mr. Chairman, tama po kayo ulit. No? In fact, napag-usapan yan last hearing and hindi ko lang po sure kung nandito ang ating COA resident auditor pero nung nakaraan pong hearing, nagsabi na po tayo at nag-agree po tayo sa proposal ng ating chairman na imbes na post-audit lang, magkaroon na po ng pre-audit. Kasi doon po talaga mahuhuli yan, no? Na kinakailangan bang bakbakin o hindi. No, yun po ang katanungan eh. No, kasi ngayon po medyo discretionary sa implementing unit, meaning sa either sa district o sa region na babakbak na lang na walang klarong guideline at criteria kung dapat bang bakbakin o hindi. So, there are two things po na gusto namin gawin ngayon sa bagong administrasyon sa DPWH. Unang-una, yun nga po, yung pre-audit, malaking pong tulong yan, imbes na post-audit lang. At ikalawa, meron kaming kinakraft po ngayon na siguro sa mga ilang linggo, matatapos na, clear guidelines. Kailan ba pwedeng o kailan ba dapat mag-reblock? No? At meron naman po kasing technical at engineering criteria for that, no, kung kailan. Ang problema po, hindi po clear yan ngayon kung kailan dapat at hindi po transparent. Meaning hindi po nakikita ng mga kababayan natin na itong kaling to at hindi nila naiintindihan na kailangan na palang i-reblock. At nakikita lang nila yung mga magagandang kalye, bigla na lang tinitibag at gumagawa ng bago. So those two things po, Mr. Chairman, Senator, we will be implementing, I think, very, very soon po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Secretary.
Thank you so much po.
Secretary, napakaganda yung tanong ni Senator Erwin kasi kung yung title nga ay generic at may discretion yung district engineer, pwede nga niyang sirain yung ayos na kalsada. Dahil pareho lang yung title kasi generic eh. Hindi mo naman ma-pinpoint kung nasaan yun. Kung kahabaan yun is 10 kilometers, saan doon ang gagawin. No? So, that's why kung wala yung mga technical description, talagang pwede mangyari. Tama po ba, Yusek? Secretary, pwede mangyari talaga dahil may discretion siya na sirain niya yung ayos na kalsada.
Pwede po. Hindi lang po pwede. I think nangyayari na po yan in the past. In reality, it's really been happening. No, that's why marami pong reports yung mga kababayan natin mismo. And I'm sure marami pong pinadating kay Senator Tulfo, no, na mga ganito. Kasi nangyayari po talaga.
So with itong ginawa nating mayroon ng technical description, hindi na maulit to, Senator Erwin, kasi meron ng technical description.
Yes, I trust Secretary Vince Dizon. Kasi sabi
I hope hindi na maulit.
Sabi ko kasi parang common practice ito before eh. Parang yung mga tao, kahit nung bata pa ko, kaayos lang, sira na naman, sinira na naman, wala namang crack, wala namang kwan. So, hopefully, Mr. Chair, with Secretary Vince Dizon at the helm, sana po matuldukan na ito, Mr. Chairman, Secretary.
Opo, Mr. Chairman, you're absolutely right po. And I think yung pong mga reforma na nanggaling na rin sa discussions po natin sa komite, yung pre-audit, na nag-agree naman po ang COA na pwede tayong mag-pre-audit. Ikagawa, yung pong, ito pong station limits na very transparent po sa line item ng budget na klaro na ito ay ginagawa itong stasyon na to hanggang dito sa stasyon na to. At ikatlo po yung magiging guidelines natin on reblocking na pwede kang mag-reblocking kapag na-fulfill itong criteria na ito. Tingin ko po yung tatlong reforma po yun tingin ko halos imposible na po siguro nilang madaya pa ito na sa mga susunod na mga taon na susunod na buwan, susunod na taon.